top surgery consult today. I'm real nervous and antsy. It's 8 o'clock. My appointment is at 9:30. Yep. I'm nervous. I'm antsy. Yep. They called me on Thursday, said they didn't have my referral. So I had to call my primary care on Friday to make sure they sent my referral, which they were supposed to send back in May. I just hope they got it. Yeah. We'll see when I get there. Excuse the TV. Hopefully you can hear me. Yeah, so I'm nervous about that. I'm nervous they're gonna be like, oh, you too fat. Even though I lost weight. I don't know, whatever. They're gonna be like, you take too many medicines, there's too much stuff wrong with you. I don't know, I'm just worried about a bunch of stuff. I'm worried they're gonna be like, I don't know, you don't have a good caregiver for after the fact. Because originally it was supposed to be my ex. I'm worried about a lot of stuff. Like I did not go to bed, I stayed up all night. Yeah. I'm nervous. I'm very antsy. This is a very, very important appointment. Yep. So, yep. I'm just really nervous. And we'll see how it goes. Yep. I'm just nervous. So this is the before appointment. And we'll see what happens when I get back. I prefer real ones if I'm gonna be rubbing up on them. Oh, none of these feel good. I'm just saying. Just saying. Bye-bye. Go bye-bye. Get them gone. So what's up? So I'm back. This is like probably like 2 weeks after my consult. If you hear all of that noise, you should already know at this point it's the dog. He's eating. But yeah, this is like 2 weeks after my consult now. Yeah, it took me a minute to come back for reasons. There was nothing wrong with the consult. It's just some other stuff that kind of like irritated me. Blew my life. And I'll decide whether to add it to this video or do a whole nother video about it. Or not. So, we'll see. But as far as the consult goes, yeah, it was cool. My surgeon that I've picked is Dr. Del Carrell. He's here, in Baltimore. And everything went cool. He comes highly recommended. It's only really 2 surgeons in Baltimore that people really go to. One accepts insurance, one does not. So, I'm going with the one that accepts insurance because, yeah, I don't have the money out of pocket to... Can I help you? You want to be on camera? Hello? Get off my cords, please. Thanks. So anyway, yeah, there's only 2 surgeons that I was able to find, as far as I know, that are in Maryland. I always just say Baltimore. If you know, you know. But anyway, um, there's only 2 surgeons. One accepts insurance, one doesn't. I don't have the money out of pocket to, pay for a surgeon, so I'm going the insurance route, and we'll see what insurance covers, and then we'll go from there. So yeah. And through the doctor that I go to, for my HRT, camera shaking, I'm sorry. Through the doctor that I go to for my HRT, there's just a lot of people. He comes highly recommended through there. I checked out the Instagram, website, all of that kind of stuff. I don't have an issue with anything that I've seen. So yeah, so I chose him. Like I said, it's only 2, and I didn't necessarily want to go out of state. Again, I can't afford it, and I haven't rushed it. I mean, it's been years, so I'm okay with what I've chosen. I didn't have a problem with the vibes when I went in there or anything. Vibes was cool. Let's see, I had all my questions, so I did prepare. I looked up, like other people do. I got a string hanging. Like other people do, which you should do, even if, if you didn't know that. Research ahead of time. Look up questions that are pertinent to you. You gonna do that right now? This dude. Anyway, look up questions that are pertinent to you that you really want to know and write them down. And if they can't take the time to answer your questions, then they're not the person for you. But I had all my questions listed, and I let him go through his whole spiel. And if he didn't hit any of those points, then I made sure I answered those questions. And if he didn't want to answer the questions, then it wasn't going to work out. So, but he answered all my questions. He had a dry erase board. He drew out. I didn't record my my consult. I just recorded me a little bit in the office, which either it was before I'm saying this part or after. I don't know. But he drew on the dry erase board like how my incisions will be, which now this is something that I just didn't know. I don't look at dudes. I've never really paid attention to dudes like that, and it's kind of different to kind of picture it in person versus looking at pictures and stuff. You can't really tell how high up the incisions are. So he was like, I asked, where will my scars be? And on me, they'll be kind of like high up, what I think is high up. And I'm like, oh, it's different to picture it on yourself versus, seeing it on dudes. You look at pictures online and stuff like that. It's just different to picture it on yourself. And I'm like, oh. And then you have these chesticles, and that's not where you are. So it's just like, oh, okay. So he showed me where the scars would be, and then, nipple placement, which, of course, we know, well, we learn that our nipples are typically here. Nipples will be out here. He talked about, obviously, how the incisions will be, like, straight across. Of course, I have to get double incision because my joints are not small. Them joints are not small, which I already knew going in. I'm like, we not even discussing keyhole. We not discussing anything else. Double incision because I already knew. Joints are big. So, yeah. So we discussed that, and I'm fine. I'm personally fine with if my incisions end up going like this, like a curve, or if it goes across. I'm fine with I'm fine with all of that. I know some people are concerned with like I'm just going through everything we talked about. We talked about like nipple sensation and stuff like that. This might be a TMI. I really don't care. You're watching for a reason. Those who are watching. I gotta stop saying so much. you don't realize it until you like really talk. And I don't talk like that for real. But we talked about nipple sensation. And for some people, or a lot of people, people lose nipple sensation, like either permanently, or like that first year. It takes that first year for any kind of sensation to kind of come back. For me, like I said, I'm trying to think how to put this. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It's not gonna matter to me because I don't have the sensation now. It's not a thing to me, and I don't know if it's a mental thing that I'm just like, I don't have the sensation now, or what. So I don't care if I don't have the sensation after the fact. Just make sure I got some nipples on there, and hopefully they don't fall off. So I don't really care about the nipple sensation, but we still talked about it or whatever. So I'm prepared for that. We talked about the statistics for anything. It's, very rare that things happen, but they do happen. So we talk about those things, like what things have happened with you, that surgeon in particular. What else we talk about? Oh, we talked about dog ears, because I'm not a little motherfucker. I've lost weight in the time that I've been building up to get to my consult, but I haven't lost enough to get rid of my dog ears. I still have, well, what will be dog ears. They're just not as big now, but it's still some there. So we talked about, what'll happen. During surgery, he's going to try to get rid of it. But if not, there's always revisions if I'm not happy with how it looks, and, we'll go from there. And I don't know if maybe in my mind, I'm just taking it too lightly. I don't know if I'm taking it too lightly or not, but I'm just like, hey, get these joints off of me. I mean, I went through all the questions and stuff, but I'm like, am I taking this too lightly? Because I'm just like, please get these joints gone. Please. Get them gone. I don't know. It just felt like I was nervous, obviously, with the first clip. But then once I got there, I was just like, okay, all right, okay. I asked my questions. I got my answers. And I was just like, all right, let's go. Like, is that normal? Am I supposed to feel like that? I don't know. I'm more nervous about making sure the insurance covers. And then I'm more nervous about other stuff, which I'll speak on in a second. But yeah, I mean, and maybe it's because I've had surgeries before too, so that might make a difference. I've had 2 other surgeries before, so maybe I'm just a little bit more calmer than maybe your average person would be. So I've had surgeries, so I'm just kind of like, okay, let's go, let's get it. I don't know, but I'm thankful for that peace, that calm, But anyway, but yeah, you should definitely have a list of questions you want to ask. Is very important. Don't go in there blindly, though. Yeah, you might have a calm like me or whatever, but don't go in there blindly. But yeah, it was cool. He answered all my questions. Everything was fine. So after the fact, what we're waiting for now is authorization from my insurance. With my insurance, they wouldn't tell me up front how much they would cover. So I kind of got to wait until they get through that authorization process. And then I'll know how much they cover and how much I may or may not have to come out of pocket. I really don't know. And that's what worries me, is the out-of-pocket costs. I have a GoFundMe if y'all want to help me out. So that's what concerns me, is because that GoFundMe is low, and I'm not complaining with what I've gotten thus far, but that just is what concerns me. I don't have the money like that, so that means that's going to push things back, and I'm just concerned about that. I'm concerned about aftercare and those normal kind of things, like the aftercare things and all of that, which you might be thinking, well, why didn't you have that set up before? I did. But things happen in your life, things change. things shift. Now I don't have aftercare set up. And yeah, so things change over the course of a year's time, and now I'm here, no aftercare set up, and I don't know what's going to happen with that. I don't have the money, I don't have the resources, you know. Yeah, so I'm thinking about, part of it is I have an idea for setting things up for not just me, but other people who are in the same predicament, who don't have family, friends, partners, what have you, that's going to be there for them in that context. Is that the right word? Well, in that way for them, to kind of be there for aftercare kind of things. That's what I mean. Not monetarily, but for aftercare kind of stuff. But yeah, so that's the stuff that's more worrying me more than anything. I don't have like the aftercare and shit like that, and I don't know what the insurance is going to cover and all of that. But aside from that, we're waiting for the authorization. After authorization, I'm potentially maybe looking at Saturday. What? I'm potentially looking at surgery January, February 2023. January, February 2023. So we'll see. I'm hoping everything's just going to fall into place. I'm trying to be very optimistic about that, and everything will be cool. So yeah, that's how that went. I was extremely nervous beforehand, and I was still nervous when I got there, but you know, I calmed down, as you can see. The thing that made me take 2 weeks to get to this point just to record the ending, I'm gonna just add that in a whole nother video, because yeah, I'm gonna just add that. I was starting to say a little bit of it, and I'll just do a whole nother video for that. But yeah, I mean, that's about it, really. That's how my consult went. It went okay. I'm just looking forward to it. I'm just ready for it to be over. Like, I'm just ready for it to be over. Yeah. I can't, yeah. It's been long enough. Yeah. So, like I said, I'll put my GoFundMe down there for whoever wants to help. I want to be like kind of more open, more active on social media, just as a trans person, but I just really don't know what to talk about. I don't know what to do. I don't know. You know, I'm not how I used to be, like being on social media and stuff, but I want to try it. I just don't know what to talk about. So, feeling kind of boring. So, that's about it. I'm gonna get out of here. If I missed anything, I guess I'll come back and add it, but I think that's all. So, alright. I'm out.